From politics, let's have an update on that accident that happened in Nyeri last evening. And 10 of the 16 families who lost their loved ones in the Nyeri accident have positively identified the bodies of their relatives, with the death toll rising to 16 after one person succumbed while undergoing treatment. 4 survivors are currently recuperating in various hospitals. The accident occurred yesterday at the Matangine area near Dedan Kimathi University along the Nyeri-Nyahururu highway and involved a lorry and a matatu. Here now is NTV's Margaret Kimathi with the details.
Emotions ran high at the Nyeri Referral Hospital morgue as families and relatives gathered to identify the bodies of their loved ones who perished in Saturday evening's accident. Grief-stricken families broke down in tears as they viewed bodies of their loved ones, struggling to come to terms with the sudden loss. The atmosphere was heavy with sorrow as families and friends were overwhelmed by emotions.
Habari zenyewe tulizipokea mida ya saa 11 jioni jana. Kisha uokoaji ukaendelea vizuri na tukaweza kugundua mmoja wetu, tumemtambua, ambaye ni Nancy. Mwingine bado yuko katika wadi, anaendelea vizuri.
Elijah Mwangi, whose family identified the body of one of the students, said the two were studying at a technical college in Karatina. They had traveled from Karatina to Nyeri and were heading to Muiga when they boarded a matatu belonging to Nyekicha Sacco.
Mawasiliano ya mwisho ilikuwa mida ya saa 10 ikielekea hivi, ambapo aliomba watumiwe fare. Na tukamtumia mchungaji mwenzangu hapa ndiye alituma fare na wakasema wameingia gari. Pia walikuwa na rafiki zao ambao waliachana Nyeri, wao wakaabiri magari ya kuelekea kwao, nao jamaa zetu wakaabiri gari la kukuja Muiga, lakini hawakuweza kufika.
Ruth Kisinga's family is also mourning. They say the devastating news reached them at 9 p.m. when a stranger answered her brother's phone. They rushed to the hospital only to find he was not there.
Nikapigia yule madamu, alikuwa na simu yake, akaniambia actually ametoka hapo saizi na alikuwa na boss yake mkubwa wake wa polisi, wameconfirm akapata my brother mwenye simu juu ako among wenye wamepass na wamemleta hapa morgue.
The crash involved a 14-seater public service vehicle and a lorry transporting firewood. Police say the lorry driver swerved to avoid hitting a cyclist, lost control and collided head-on with the matatu, which was traveling from Nyeri town to Muiga while the lorry was coming from the opposite direction.
The passengers were 14. In that matatu, we still had two juveniles plus the driver, holistically bringing a total of humans in that vehicle to 17. Because in law, it's clear that juveniles are not counted as a full passenger, including the driver. That's why the statistics are trying to imply as though the matatu was having excess passengers, and that is not true.
Authorities are now calling on the remaining 6 families to come forward and identify the bodies. The families have now begun making funeral arrangements for their loved ones, even as they come to terms with the devastating loss. Authorities have assured the public that investigations into the cause of the accident are ongoing, even as residents call for improved road safety measures to prevent such tragedies in the future. Margaret Kimathi, NTV in Nyeri County.